speaking of Anya, the reason we're on her is because we're going to be watching. Now it's Gremlin's Helios versus Xompop's Anya. I personally haven't seen Gremlin's Helios, so I'm very curious to see how this Forest
Helios
game
is
is
very
going to go.
good and very smart. Very much how you should be playing Helios. And also, Grem is very familiar with Ani and can probably fuck around with a lot of the Yes, very familiar with Ani. Probably like maybe.
These are two characters I've known Gremlin to main, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And I would say probably among the workshop community, Grem probably has some of the best knowledge of Ani. And so I would not be surprised if Grem starts just calling out the bullshit that Xompop was doing.
Besides the fact that Ani's not like a scaly, Ani is like peak Grem energy in like every way. Like,
it is
if Ani was a reptile, like it would just like Gremlin wouldn't play other characters.
That's true.
He'd drop base cast entirely, most likely.
All right, and we will be starting out on Forest Floor.
This stage is, I think, really good for Anya, to be honest. I think the up air combos are going to kill insanely early. I don't know. I'm actually curious why Grem went here as a starter, honestly. I don't know what Helios gets out of it.
Grem really likes to go for the edge guard, really early edge guard kills with
Helios. Grem also just likes the stage in general. This is one of his go-tos for Eliana. I'm sure Ori also. This is another great Ori stage.
Grem is so good at getting those spikes and those semi-spikes. Like, he is just waiting for an opportunity to get you close to the side of the bottom stage, and will go for those purples.
Lazy up B recovery, just has to do it out of the spike.
Yeah. The fact that Helios has two different angled spikes is so brutal.
Well, and especially against Ani, whose recovery actually isn't that good. Like, it's very exploitable and very punishing. She gets smaller, but again, Grem knows this character very well.
I don't know what happened. Was that the arcane puddle where like he teleports but he still got hit or something?
I don't think it was, actually.
Did he like hurtbox extension into it?
Something like that, maybe. I just saw like Ani teleport on my screen and I did not see an item.
Yeah. It probably is just like an Ani like quirk. I know her F strong has some random properties, like it's sometimes extra strong. Maybe there's just one where like they get launched from further back.
That's possible.
That down tilt, putting it just at platform height is very nice for
tipper
Gremlin, and
from there
denying the movement.
well.
Is there a tipper on that? I didn't think there was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not tipper.
Ooh,
it's
weird
more that
down
the
here.
hill.
I don't agree
It's
with
more
that
that
at
the
all.
hill to the sour sort of thing.
That makes sense.
Also, is it just me, or is floating turnip like the most common by far item?
It shows up a lot.
I see it a lot. Ooh, back air, goes for a deep edge guard. Anya will make it back with the resources.
But Grem just constantly ready to punish these recoveries.
Grem's arguably like not even at kill percent yet. Like Xompop's gonna need to find like a full like fair combo.
So that was, I think,
that was bird guy egg which explodes.
Okay.
And so that was a very good usage. And that's the thing about Grem. Grem is so used to catching Ani items and using them, and knows exactly what each one does. Like if you just
Grem is not getting out gimmicked. That's just like the Grem difference. If you're beating Grem in a bracket or whatever, it's like he's generally good in base cast, but if there's anything that's not standard, you're beating him because you're out fundies him or because he's trying to out gimmick you and he cooks too hard.
Exactly.
Like he's gonna go for something silly and that's how you win, or just like the silly wasn't enough for him to win.
I don't know. I don't really see Gremlin go for too much silly outside of like Ellie missile stuff.
Yeah, but he goes for a lot of Ellie missile stuff.
Yeah,
he does go for a lot of it. You know, maybe it makes up for it.
Grem also now using souls for a little bit more movement as well, which I really like. Especially on a character who has so much stage control like Ani. Yay, the pool character has a cool ball. Let's go.
I do want to see how, like, I want him to go off stage so I can see how he recovers in like a hard spot, like down to jump or air dodge. To get back.
Grem's actually really interesting with his recoveries. He'll do a lot of, I think it's neutral special to like stall, like kind of gain height at the same time. Yeah. Which like I didn't know that move even had the properties to do that. I thought it's like you stall, but you don't you net lose height, but apparently you
It's
don't.
like a monkey copter thing.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. I was made aware of it. But
And also, only Grem would figure that out. Who else is testing Helios neutral special as a height gaining move?
doesn't. Oh, it does kill.
Yeah, that was tough DI.
It was
but
tough to DI.
I think it was mostly trying to not die. And I mean, if you don't have the knowledge on Helios, like Helios has weird ass angles. Like they're not the typical like base cast angles that a lot of people are used to.
Oh, fair. Doesn't get the second fair. He goes a little bit high on that.
That being said,
overall.
Xompop plays a lot of workshop. I don't want to say that Xompop doesn't know workshop, but
Ooh, lands on the platform with that. What does the green present do?
The green is heart and it heals, I think, but it also does have knockback, so it's weird.
Oh, okay.
Ani has a lot of weird like heal interactions with like what's it, down tilt, right? Is a heal.
Yeah.
But it's like that hit stun's gross, so it's still worth it.
Good parries from Xompop. Just kind of getting
Grab-
that free control. But did the undershoot?
I didn't even think of it that Helios is amazing at using items because he has disjoint.
Yeah. Oh, the
I
up
like
special
the
kill?
chase.
That's the first time I've seen up special kill that wasn't like a bajillion
same.
percent on top of bad DI.
Honestly, I was gonna say purple was the most surprising part of that to me.
Yeah.
Back air really, really strong. Any move that you see Helios use his tail in is just kind of like a good move. I think F tilt's really fucking good at like just pushing people off stage and forcing your win con.
Bear's
And then
really
back air's
good, but you can
perfect angle to
telegraph
combo
it pretty
itself.
hard. It's its problem. Like it's really slow for what it is.
It's super slow.
You can't just use it raw out of a lot of jumps and stuff. Oh,
Grem, holy shit!
Interesting side special. No knockback on that John though, so just an edge guard right now.
And this is
Nice.
the thing about
Does
Grem,
get double fair.
He knows these
Ani
combos
messes
so
up the
well.
recovery.
oh.
Misses the double fair that time. Could get back first. It's just a little slow to get the wall jump. Does dodge the upstring though.
Yeah, Xompop is taking that. Their life is saved, and they're making sure they're gonna get money out of it. They're not letting that go to waste there.
And he's doing a good job of using
Nice.
Ani getting smaller during up special to really avoid a lot of these combos that Grem's looking for. But that will be Grem taking game 2 as well. I think a small stage was not the best idea, but it looks like Xompop is still wanting to run it.
Sticking to it, yeah.
Moving to Spirit Tree. These are close side blast zones. These are
Very,
close.
very fair
side blast
should
zones.
kill.
They're close, but they're not as close as you would think, to be honest. The platforms kind of do a lot of work getting you close, but
Yeah.
the
but
top
you're
blast zones
like-
and the overhang are the defining features of this stage. Like
Yeah. And it's a low, what is it? What do we call the bottom thing?
the
Bottom blast zone.
bottom blast zone. Low bottom blast zone means it's harder to get to the bottom blast zone because it's further
Yeah,
from
so it'd be
stage.
high.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying that you can maybe survive these semi spikes that Helios has
Yeah.
a lot more.
I think the overhang on the plats are definitely the loudest part surviving the spikes. It means you no longer need to be afraid of fair if you're just above them at
Maybe.
all. Which
Right,
Ani
right.
doesn't actually struggle with gaining height. It's kind of the safety moving horizontally. She needs to like find ways to do.
Yeah.
Oh, fair after the heart. That-
Wait, what do you
yeah, that's
do
all
there?
a
Like
bit of an
genuine.
issue.
And if Ryan Xompop figured it out.
Yeah. Oh, if you DI up it, the thing with souls that's really annoying is when they're high up like that. The only
Yeah.
real way to get rid of them is with down special, and they work almost like a
beautiful
rando
bubble
bubble for your opponent,
Yeah.
but like only your opponent, and they'll just save you a lot of the time. They have like so much priority.
Beautiful.
Well, the
finish
issue is
bomb.
they're typically so far away that priority no longer matters.
Yeah.
Right.
You're no longer in hit lockout by the time you're at them.
True. Oh,
Like they could give
Fair.
Helios a ton of hit lockout on its smashes, but that could be annoying at like low percents for combos. I think
Oh,
it
I'll
is
just
just kind of
check
like a cost Helios has to play with. I don't know a good way to
Helios-
code that.
weirdly enough, out of all of his strong attacks, he can cancel down B out of it. So like he can cancel the end leg with a down special. Seeing as Grem isn't using it at all, I imagine it's not great. And I mean, I try to use it myself as well. And it's just kind of
It sounds like a cook machine. Like if you're doing it, your opponent is dead.
Yeah.
Like either way, right?
you're JV4ing them, or they're dead either way.
But that would go hard for a clip.
It would. Ooh, nice parry. Down strong the wrong way, unfortunately, just sending back to center stage.
Xompop trying their best, but this is last stock. If they
Yeah,
cannot
Grim is
win this-
suffocating him.
Oof! Grim has been calling out with these down strongs a lot as well, something that I haven't seen a lot of Helios players really do in general.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
he was out for blood there. Grem wants this stock.
Nice.
Woo!
Good tech. Xompop, not playing too aggressive on the edge guard, does get a double fair off of that, covering both DI options from Gremlin. Good coverage there.
But you are at 120 on Spirit.
Goes a little too high. Gremlin not afraid to do an up B that high. Helios drift is
Is that a
pretty good
second?
at up B.
Oh no, that's up air, not
Yeah.
up special, right?
No, the first one wasn't a special kill.
Well, you know what I'm saying. It wasn't a second up special though.
Oh no, there's just one.
Still though,
Is that the set?
that was set. That was
Yeah,
a
that's
3-0 for
That
Grem.
was a
Wow.
clean 3-0 with Xompop not taking many stocks at all.